Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff going on today. Brad's been doing some welding on the ST180s that we've got in at the moment. And then in terms of what's going on in here is we have an old school Escort that's going back to the customer, but we're just gonna wash it up, get it cleaned and show you a little bit of what we've done to it. And then there's also a Volkswagen Golf that's getting remapped in this video today. So stay tuned and I'll catch you guys soon. Okay, so why would you weld a car's frame? So with a track car, it will generally get more abuse than your average road car. If you're going to build a track car out of a normal car shell, you're going to want to make sure that that car shell is up for the task, considering it does kind of hold the whole car together. So one of the best ways to ensure that a car is safe and up for the task is by welding the seams between the body panels on a unibody car. However, it's not just a case of adding welds on any seam you can see. If you do it incorrectly, you can actually twist or contort the frame of the car. This is obviously counterproductive because the whole point of seam welding the car is to make it more sturdy. So what's the correct thing to do? So your chassis needs a certain amount of flex in it, otherwise it would tear itself to pieces on a heavy impact. What you need to do is apply small welds evenly spaced apart across any seam that you could see across the car. This adds rigidity to the frame while still allowing it to flex when necessary. So why would you do this and add a roll cage, you might ask? Well, a roll cage is compulsory in most motorsport just because it protects the cockpit of the car and the driver in case it, well, rolls. Now, there's obviously a hint in the name. I hope that was helpful, and we're now going to go and check out a little bit of what's going on in the other workshop. Ah, there he is. He was hiding. You really jumped out of nowhere then. So what are we doing to this?
We had it in.
Yeah.
Originally, I put a new radiator in it.
Oh, okay.
And then... what did I do then? We've done a full EFI conversion on it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so why would you choose to upgrade a car from mechanical injection to electronic injection? So it's usually because one, you have an old car and it's got mechanical injection on it. Two, you're generally looking for more performance out of that car, and you maybe like the factors that it's more reliable and it's actually more economical. Electronic fuel injection requires the car to have an ECU, that's engine control unit. What the ECU does is it monitors and controls the amount of fuel and air that's mixed in the engine at any given time, and it can optimize this based on the conditions that you're driving in. This generates more power for the engine, and more power generally equals more fun, right?
Fuel injection on instead of
of the old school stuff.
Yeah. So the old metering heads out. It's like a carburetor almost.
Got you.
So now it's got its own ECU.
Okay, so proper in the 21st century now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a drive different.
Yeah, I drove to and from the MOT station. Literally, the moment it comes on boost, even in the sun we had yesterday, lights the wheels up. Oh, yeah.
Loads of torques there, yeah. Fun though.
The MOT girl, she brought it back and then I dropped her back.
Oh yeah.
So I can barely drive it, so when I went back I floored it. She was sat comfortably and grabbed anything that didn't move. These going at 11, this one and that one, he owns them all, sort of thing.
We'll see you now.
is the customer's car. Cars, there's 2 of them, all clean, sorted, ready to go. He's picking them up this afternoon. And yeah, that's that, I guess. On to the next segment. Okay, so we have a Mark V Golf GTI downstairs and it's currently being remapped, so I'm going to take you down, we'll check it out. Hopefully there's some pops and bangs and it's a good little part of the video.
Because I knew how it banged before, and you learn how to make it pop and bang it. Just one bang. I kind of want it.
A few minutes later.
That's loud. It's always when you rev a car at idle, you think it's going to blow up. Well, you think when it's doing that, when you're driving anyway, you know what I mean?
don't think anything of it, do you?
Yeah, you just think, yeah, what? But then you realise it's gun in the of the engine.
So that's the end of the video for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to try and do these every week, so if you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like. Maybe you can comment on what you liked. Anyway,